Hi, I'm Pete, and this is my wife Susan. We're the owner-operators of Alicia Resort on Quesnel Lake, British Columbia.
And Alicia Resort was named after the Greek mythology of Elysian Fields, and it was considered a place of paradise or a happy place.
And people love to come here and fly fish for wild native rainbow trout.
And we like to think of people arriving here as guests and leaving as friends.
And this will be your show today on Sport Fishing on the Fly.
Alicia Resort is located on Quesnel Lake in BC's central interior, just west of Williams Lake. Alicia is a prime camping and fishing destination, and Pete and Sue and their excellent staff are ready to help you make the most of your visit. Quesnel Lake is a huge lake, and not an easy lake for traditional fly fishing. In fact, the best way to catch fish on a fly rod is by bucktailing. If cast flies, smaller lakes, and big fish are your thing, well, there's an abundance near Alicia Resort too. The night we arrived at Alicia, we had a couple of hours before our gourmet dinner, so we headed to a nearby lake and had a great evening of fishing. Quill Farnham is our guide for Quesnel Lake, and she shares with us her guiding expertise and favorite spots. Quill not only is a perfect guide, she is also a very accomplished artist. Alicia Resort is a great place for a picturesque, fun, and relaxing adventure. Don't go away. We'll be bucktailing at Quesnel Lake when we return. What do you call bucktailing?
How relaxing. It's bucktailing. Gotta watch your rod tip in case you get a hit. Gotta jump up real quick, grab it. Well, we're out in search of the big guys, and you had one of the big guys on, and you lost him, but there's also a bunch of little guys out here too, and I think we've been getting some nibbles, and finally we hooked one of them up. And we'll see if we can get him in here and try to catch up. A little guy.
Oh, the water's just so clear.
Oh,
big air time.
Whoa! 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 That's a nice thing, you know, when you're out here, you're gonna get everything up to 20-some pounds, Quill's telling us, all the way, you know, the average size out here is probably 3 to 4 pounds. But you get a bunch of these little guys, and you also get the chance for the big kahuna, which you had on.
I did.
You had the big guy. Boy, we didn't get the camera up in time, but that thing was 7, 8 pounds.
Skying 4 feet.
All right. Well, I guess the easiest way is just to lean over the boat and release this guy. We'll let Quill do the honors with the big ones. Or do you want to do this one too? Sure, come on up, and I'll just slide it away.
Yeah, just step down.
Sure. Oh, you get in there.
These little guys are often so feisty after this. There he goes.
Oh, just like that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's the problem with this. You got so much line out. Is it still on, I wonder?
Is it?
No, it's been tight all along here. Feels pretty fishy. Ah, little guy. All that reeling for that. Well, I actually thought this guy was a little bit bigger than that. But you gotta have little guys to have big guys. Well, you know what's funny here? We're calling this a little fish. And I'm gonna lift him up here to pop the fly out. There he is there. About a 15-inch fish.
Very nice.
Yeah. Nice rainbow. And back in here, take off, and he does. Oh, you can just see him go so far down too. Wow.
Hey, John, fish on.
Fish on?
Fish on.
Is it a nice one?
I can't tell yet. He's sure hitting though. I don't know, he felt small at the time, and I think he might still be a little smaller. See, now there's the benefit. The other guy using the camera, and I get the opportunity to see the hit, so I get the rod. And another good way here, as you can see, I'm stripping up on this guy. It's really tough to catch up on a fish unless you strip him in. And I think this guy is, oh yeah, nice little one. On Grant's orange guy.
The orange guy.
That's not bad. Oh, gee, look at that. Long line release. Easy release. Just got off. Well, we'll start it up again. Gotta watch your rod, man. You lose out. I got to bring that guy in. That was a lot of fun.
Kind of hit harder. Coming up to the surface there now. Oh yeah, there he's up there. Good. A little better fish.
Whose rod do you have?
Can you tell from the reel? This isn't mine. Well, you know, Don was trying to pick out a new fly. Last time I was running the camera, so he grabbed my rod. He's sitting there picking out a fly, so I didn't say anything. I just jumped up and grabbed the rod. It's kind of funny, actually. Oh, that big flopper there. Fun way to do it because you've got all your fly line out, and that's the way we've been bucktailing here, is all your fly line out just beyond the fly line. Cool, so make sure you get it just beyond the fly line, beyond your last eyelet, and that way if you do get a good fish, it isn't going to get caught up in your eyelet.
Head first.
Okay, here we go.
There we go. Nice fish.
Right on. There you go. Yeah.
There we go. Nice fish.
Beauty. Flip that up here. Nice fish.
Nice rainbow.
Right on. Gonna get him out over here. Get a good revival happening. Get back in the water here. Oh, nice colors, nice size. There it goes. Right on. Thank you very much.
That's great. Nice little fish.
Gotta share the fish line here. Gotta watch for rods. One of the joys of being in a boat, you don't have a lot of room. So you have to be careful with stuff. It was a fun way to do it though.
It is, and you know, there's a lot of people here that are just starting to fly fish, and it's good practice on the action, on the fish, on the rod, getting used to playing the fish, and then often people will want to learn to cast after that. We've got a lot of converts out of Alicia Resort that have gone from the heavy gear to the fly rods, and we're happy about that because it's certainly the sporting way to fish.
So we just caught a couple of fish on the other guy's rods, and I see you're not taking any chance with the rod holder now.
Yeah, you knew exactly what I was doing, didn't you? I had to take control of my rod. Every time I leave it, there's a bite, Granny's grabbing it. Reeling all my fish. We had to swap. I saw yours and I grabbed it, you grabbed mine. So that's right, I'm all on my rod now. You know, the nice thing about trolling is you get to sit down and relax. You don't have to cast a fly. It's ideal for beginners to come out here and learn. A real nice way to show people if you want to come up here and not worrying about having to show how you can cast. You don't even have to know how to cast. Just let your line out. You get a great way to learn on a fly rod. Real nice for the kids to learn, and it's just a real relaxing way to catch fish. And I see we're getting into some pretty wavy conditions now, getting ideal for getting the big guys. So I'm going to hang on to my rod.
Our productive still waters have 4 distinct seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. The insects, or the aquatic invertebrates that trout feed on, also follow similar seasonal patterns. The first intense hatches of the year, after ice-off, begin with the chronomids, or midges. They're followed by mayflies, which have shorter duration, which are followed by damselflies, then caddisflies, and then finally dragonflies, which can hatch or emerge through July, August, September, and as adults will live throughout the summer and fall period. Water boatmen and backswimmers do their mating and swarming flights during the early to late fall period. As the water cools down and we approach late fall, early winter season, the trout do switch back to leeches because they're a staple food item and are available at that late period of the season, and also freshwater shrimp or scuds, which are available at all times. And so they go back to those staple bread and butter food sources just prior to ice-off.
Well, they do not like the boat. That's just too funny.
always a catfish. Now this one's a lot more silver than the last one. You see the difference in color. Look at that. Just gonna let him go here. There he goes.
That guy was a little more silvery, but you know what's really neat? Just sitting up in the tree over there is the bald eagle. And when we hooked up that fish, that bald eagle just swooped right in.
Swooped right in.
He almost took the fish away.
They often will take it, but we're lucky today. Maybe the eagle needs one too, so we'll try that again.
Oops, there we go. Strip. Catch up this guy a little bit. Yeah.
We have a long ways to go, don't
Got
you?
a long way to go, so probably the easiest way is to just strip. Just get into your backing up onto the rod and then strip. But he hit it pretty good, so I'm just waiting to see the size of him. That's the thing, they don't really go crazy until they get to the boat. You never know how big it's gonna be. Look at that, that's not a bad size. Ah, the nice little guy. But look at the size of the fly he hit. I put on the big pink streamer in hopes of the big kahuna. Let this little guy hit, good little guy. I think what I'll do is he's pretty small, I'm just gonna unhook him on the side of the boat here. I'll reach over here and unhook him. Put the long hook at the back. So just grab the hook. That's the easiest way. Grab the hook and shake him off. Just like that. And there he goes. The big streamer. Now that's a big fly. That should catch some big fish. But it just shows you, little guys will hit it too.
Today in the technology, we're at Surplus Herbie's Okanagan Outdoor Show. You know, we get asked a lot of times about information, where to fish, how to fish. One of the things we say is go to your local fly club, go to your local fly shop, great information. But you know, in the springtime, in a lot of cities, you have outdoorsman shows, just like this one here in Vernon. It's a great place to get a lot of information. So what we're gonna do today is tour around, just give you an idea of what it's like to come to one of these outdoor shows. Well, fly fishing is about information, and what better information can you have than a map? And here it's starting at the Lucky's Fishing booth, and they have got some of the best maps you're ever going to find. This one here in the Okanagan Valley. But they got them throughout all British Columbia. Very well detailed. They got all the lakes in them. You know, you always hear about these little special lakes. Well, this is how you're going to find how to get there. For all you fly tyers here, you get lots of dealers that come out. They want to show you all the stuff that's new. Sometimes you even get some free samples. And look at here, we get people ask us about pontoon boats all the time. Well, here you can come here and you actually get to try them out. You get to sit in them and see how they are. See how heavy they are, how durable they are, how well they're made. One of the best parts of being at the shows is all the reps are here to answer your questions, whether it's on your pontoon boats or here at Rettle Sports. They've got a whole bunch of brand new fly tying materials. You might be able to go away with a sample. You get to get some real good hands-on information. And here, this anglersatlas.com, this is really neat. It's an online fly fishing atlas of the lakes throughout all British Columbia. This one here, Hathume Lake, you can see it's got fish stocking data. They talk about the different species that are in there and the summary of the lake. Of course, you got a lot more than fishing stuff here. You got great outdoor stuff, camping stuff, spinning gear, just everything. And they try and bring you in, and the prices are usually awesome. They got some great sales. Of course, early on in the weekend is when you want to get here because that's when they have the quantities and stuff. But you know what else? Usually the local fly fishing clubs are here too, so if you don't come down for any other reason, you should come down to meet with a local fly fishing club because that's where the vast amount of knowledge is when it comes to a local area. So this is local knowledge at its best. And this is the Kalamalka Fly Fishers newsletter. And you know, most local fly fishing clubs, they send out newsletters packed full of information in a local area. So again, if you're looking for that information in your area, join up with one of these clubs. There's lots of information here. When we come to the show, these guys are tying flies. They're showing you how to do it. They got a great raffle going on here. First place is some rods. Third place, which I won, is a box of flies, hand-tied flies by these guys. They're incredible. Anyway, that's just a little bit of a flavor of what it's like at an outdoorsman show, usually in the springtime. And the best part about it, it gets you revved up for the upcoming fishing season.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, he's on.
All right, I'm just turning out a bit here. Get away from the shore.
Doing a good dance. All right.
Oh, nice fish.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there he goes. Oh, All right, I think he's ready, Quill.
All right, we'll net this guy.
Yeah, because he's pretty good size, actually.
Pretty fish. Oh, he's gonna run. He's not finished yet.
Man, oh man. You can give me a couple of...
As soon as they see that net in my face, they're off.
Oh, man. Yeah, a 6-way rod. That's fantastic. You know, to get a fight like this, the initial take is really exciting, too. You get to jump up, grab your rod. You know, you can hear it's flying out the line, and you're never sure how big the fish is going to be until you get him in. Well, actually, we'll hold the net. We'll keep him up. I'll just try to get the hook out real quick. Just like that.
Oh, good one.
That's a barbless hook. And I'm just going to hold them up for everybody.
Now this is a beautiful pink and silver.
Oh, you can just hold the net underneath him in case he goes. Look at that. Isn't that a beauty? Okay, I think he's
away he goes.
ready to go. Get him in the
here and
water.
get him swished.
Okay,
That was a great little fish here. We're just going to gently release him.
I've got the net. Oh, gee, and he wants to go. All right. Hey, that was all right.
That was all right.
That was better.
Fish fought.
We fought really good. Well, the neat thing about the fish in here is you hook them up. You're not sure how big they're going to be until you actually see them either jump or you get them close to the boat, because they don't really fight until you get them close to the boat. Then all of a sudden they're skying around, they're screaming yellow line. That's what's fun about it.
And then they have a rest while you're getting the net, and then they take off again.
He's forever. Oh, he's just spinning himself with it. Oh, that's my backing. You can see my backing way out there. Wow. Tiring. You catch too many fish, you got to do an awful lot of reeling. Large arbor reel. You know, we talk about recommended setup. Large arbor reel would be a good thing to have. Yeah, there he goes. Oh. Well, you kind of knew that was going to happen, didn't you? Oh, hot fish too. Wow. Wow. There we go. A big silver slab. All right, I think just about ready here, Quill.
All right, we'll have a look at this one.
Net them and
Boy, that fish put up a good fight.
oh, did it ever?
Here.
Head first.
Oh,
There.
that's a beautiful fish. My goodness.
Oh, is it ever?
Right.
All right. Beauty.
Beauty.
Oh, thick.
He put up a fight, this one.
Did he ever? Well, you know we
Can you
did.
grab that hook?
Yeah.
Just hold him upside down for a minute.
Wow. Holding on by nothing, sure. Actually, let me get my hands wet first. Hands wet. And
There you go.
yeah.
Beautiful
Wow.
fish. Beautiful. Well, these are the kind of fish that we catch very often in here, this size. And once you leave Alicia Resort, it's wilderness over here. We've seen one other boat today.
Yeah, and that's in the whole 25-mile stretch of this bay here.
That's
or
right.
arm, I guess it is. Okay, I'll let you put him back in if you like.
We're just going to get this guy back in the water.
Yeah.
We're just going to let this guy go now. Just get him up here and get him moving in the water. And there he goes. There he goes.
Right on. Wow.
Oh, wow, that was a...
What a special fish.
A special fish?
Yeah, have a seat here. I want to chat for a minute here. Because this area is just awesome. Not only do you get the great fish like we just had there, but it's a pretty special place.
Well, I think that one of the beautiful things is that Alicia Resort's at the end of the road. So once you leave the resort and leave the dock, like today we saw one other boat up the east arm here. And I think the most I've ever seen in a day is 8 boats. So we're in a place where it's exceptionally beautiful. If there's a low fishing day, then it doesn't matter because the scenery's beautiful.
Well, any day of fishing's good.
Yeah, and we can pick up fish every day. And like any place else, it's low some days, but...
And the other thing is, like, this is a fishing lake. People come here to fish. It's not really a recreational lake for a variety of reasons.
Well, the water temperature doesn't get very high. It gets very rough. We see a few water skiers in August, maybe 1 or 2 in wetsuits.
One other thing that Quill does besides as a guide is you're right into art. And you've seen some of the art back in the lobby back at Alicia Resort there, and it's amazing, very amazing stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, during the winter I work as an artist. It's very solitary, so I enjoy my guiding in the summer because I get to hang out with people, very nice people. And yeah, I like to carve, and I make some drums and do some painting on them. So I'm pleased to be able to have my art at Alicia Resort. Pete and Susan have been very generous about that.